What's up and welcome to another edition of Power Rankings with IBM Watson here on the Overwatch League YouTube channel. I am Reinforce, I'm back, I'm bringing my best clothes game just for you guys, okay? Obviously, a phenomenal weekend of Overwatch League behind us, so much great action, fantastic final. If you haven't watched it yet, you need to go and watch the June Joust finals. It was incredible. So many twists and turns, so many phenomenal plays. We had 5k diva bombs. You need to go check it out. And it's time to talk about power rankings with IBM Watson. And we got some new features, okay? Hero rankings are coming to the Overwatch League power rankings, and you can yourself look into what players are popping off on what heroes. Well, you can figure that out. The answer is on the overwatchleague.com website. They will update at the same time as the normal power rankings with IBM Watson. So I'm so stoked about this. But before we get to the hero rankings, we of course have to talk about the teams and the players. So let's kick things off with the team rankings with IBM Watson. And at number 1, Dallas Fuel remains. Dallas Fuel remains number 1, despite the fact that they lost the finals. Dallas Fuel, they did go down 3-4 against the Shanghai Dragons in an incredible finals, so back and forth. Dallas Fuel, they looked dominant at first, but then Shanghai Dragons, they clawed themselves back. They made this wrecking ball composition counter work. Phenomenal stuff. It was so thrilling, so entertaining. And Dallas Fuel, they remain number 1 now in the team rankings, despite losing that final, much of because of their dominance this entire season. They won the May Melee. They've been dominant as well in the knockout rounds. The qualification games have been a bit up and down, so don't take this as Dallas Fuel. They are impossible to dethrone. Absolutely not. But they remain number 1. Shanghai Dragons, though, they won, of course. They had a good weekend behind them, so they're going up the team rankings a little bit, and they're nosing there around, you know. Shanghai Dragons, they might be able to overtake the Dallas Fuel in the summer showdown. Atlanta Reign at number 3 as well. And I think this is pretty well deserved. Atlanta Reign, a very interesting team right now. And keep in mind, this is power rankings, right? So, you know, they might have started off a bit rough on the rush in May Melee, but then now recently in the June Joust, they've been phenomenal in the qualification, the knockout rounds. And they got 3rd, which is a really good result for the Atlanta Reign. So they are number 3 in our team rankings. Looking forward to see more of them in the summer showdown coming up soon. Now, taking a look at our player rankings, some things have changed here, but the most notable one for me here is that Jexay is in the top 7 overall. And this is of course awesome, because this also means that if we take a look at the different role rankings for tank, damage, and support, Dallas Fuel, they now have the number 1 and the number 2 spot respectively, and that is so impressive. They've been such a dominant team, and keep in mind, they only lost by 1 map in the finals. They were so competitive, they were so good throughout the entire tournament, and I can't explain it, how the Shanghai Dragons were able to overpower them using this wrecking ball composition. I have to go back and watch the finals, because it was that good, honestly. But congratulations nonetheless to the Dallas Fuel for claiming all the number 1 and number 2 spots. Now we'll see if they keep those in the Summer Showdown, or maybe we see some of these other teams swoop in. I know, for example, Lip has been incredible in the hit scan role for the Shanghai Dragons, so maybe he would like a word with those damage rankings. I'm really looking forward to see more of that later on this season. Now, let's get into the hero rankings, shall we? The story of the past weekend was, of course, Shanghai Dragons and the Wrecking Ball. So I made it a mission to go and look up who is the best Wrecking Ball player in the league. And at number 1, it is going to be Fate from the Shanghai Dragons. Of course, had an incredible weekend behind him. They tried this Wrecking Ball so much, and it looked bad at times. It looked rough. I didn't think it would work out for them, but they ended up turning things around, and in the finals they figured out the Dallas Fuel, and they successfully countered them, using this wrecking ball to stall around the cart, making it hard for the Dallas Fuel to play so aggressive, take these early engagement. Fate was always in the backline of the Dallas Fuel, made things difficult, sensational pile drive as well. So he claims the number 1 spot in our wrecking ball rankings over number 2, Gaga, who we've talked about extensively going into the season and at the start of the season as well. Gaga, phenomenal player, and a big reason why the Chengdu Hunters have qualified for a stage playoffs, the May Melee that is, themselves. So that might be a bit of a duel we'll see throughout the season between Fate and Gaga on the Wrecking Ball. Now, naturally, one of the most important heroes in the Overwatch League as well has been the Echo. So I went out there and I looked up who is the best Echo player in the league? Huh? And using hero rankings with IBM Watson, we saw that Pelican is the #1 Echo in the league right now. He, of course, has been sensational in the June Joust. So impactful and important. I've talked about Pelican at length in my previous videos here with Power Rankings with IBM Watson. Always talking about Pelican, how he's climbing the standings here and making his presence felt around the league. His proactiveness, his ability to find these kills at the first limbs, so crucial, and he's the #1 Echo. Now, taking a look at the rest of the Echo rankings, we got Kevster as #2 from the LA Gladiators. He has been really good as well, has that same aggressiveness, really entertaining to watch. And Sparkle comes in at #3 from the Dallas Fuel, who, of course, has been a really good flex DPS for the Dallas Fuel all season long. So that is really impressive. Considering how many great Echo players we have in the league, and Sparkle being #3, I mean, that man can do everything. He can play them all. Sparkle definitely a front runner for League MVP as we get closer to award season. I mean, we're halfway through the regular season of the 2021 season. Can you guys believe that? I don't want to believe it. I want more Overwatch League. Finally, though, I wanted to see who is the most impactful player on any given hero. And well, using the hero rankings with IBM Watson, I figured it out. The highest rating of all the hero rankings is Valentine on Junkrat. With a rating of 182, Valentine on Junkrat is incredible. 182 is the highest rating any player has on any given hero around the league. Now, he's only played 4 minutes, so pump the brakes a little bit, okay? It's a very small sample size, don't read into it too much, but with a rating of 182, Valentine is the #1 Junkrat around the league and has really helped the Boston Uprising to those wins. Those 4 minutes, he has really helped Boston to win. Those 4 minutes, he was really good. Really, really good. And we can see that using the hero rankings with IBM Watson. So as you yourself, you dig around on the OverwatchLeague.com website, you can look up these hero rankings, but be cognizant, you know, of the sample size. How much have they actually played? Because if you take a look, you've seen Bastion, but we haven't played a ton of Bastion, right? For example, here we have Junkrat. Torbjorn has seen some play, but not a ton as well. So just keep in mind the sample size and don't draw any extreme conclusions, you know, from 2 minutes played of whatever hero, right? You usually want like maybe 30, 60 minutes, and then you can get some pretty good answers. But the key takeaway here is that you can go to the OverwatchLeague.com website and you can check out the hero rankings yourself and dig around, find the answers to the questions you have. You can do it yourself. They update every Monday around noon, along with the team rankings and the hero and the player rankings with IBM Watson. So if not, of course, I'm always here on Wednesdays on the Overwatch League YouTube channel, and you can come watch this video with me. Like the video if you like the content, of course. Drop a comment down below. Who are some of the most impactful heroes you found around the league? Go to the Overwatch League website, then drop a comment. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you see, okay? Of course, subscribe to the Overwatch League YouTube channel as well, and I'll see you guys come the summer showdown. I wish you all well, and I'll see you guys then for some more Overwatch League gameplay. Bye, everyone.